how to get united and how to the technique to unite your brain activities with your body activities, and both brain and body with your mind activities. That means you are going to connect physical body with physiology that running in the body, in the different organ, different cells, with psychology that running in mind. Okay? And as per our knowledge, mind itself doesn't exist anywhere, but it exists everywhere. Right? Mind, if you want to find mind, will not get mind in any cell of your body, but it exists. So your mind is non-physical body. So in our Vedic culture, they have divided body, and they also connected body with the absolute body. We are the individual body, and we are always in connection with ultimate body. So we are the droplet or the part or the bud of the big body, universal body. So basically we are not, or you can say you are existing or we are existing in form of a single dot. But this universe and beyond the universe, the physical existence of the universe and beyond the universe is the absolute body. Okay? So you are the part of that universal absolute body. That not means unlimited, no limitation. You are limited because you are bounded with a boundary. But that is not limited with any boundary. So what that is not limited is unlimited. It is beyond the boundary. But which is limited is us, that is within the boundary. First boundary is our physical boundary, our shape, size, body. There is a perimeter. If you draw, there is a perimeter. There is a mass, there is a volume. And this volume, this mass we are occupying. We are holding this mass and body, this volume. Where? Where we are holding? Within the space. And where is this space? What this space is holding? This space is the background for each and every thing that exists in this universe or beyond the universe. Okay? So, as per the Vedic culture, we are Annamaya Kosa. Annamaya Kosa. As per the Vedic culture and Vedic philosophy, Indian ancient philosophy, our body is Annamaya Kosa. Means. Yes. Means. Annamaya Kosa means what we eat get developed within our body. We get our body because of our eatings. What we eat, we become. We become like this because of our eating. Okay, so your body is nothing but the accumulation of the food. Accumulation of the food. So similarly, there is another thing that is called Manamaya Kosa. Manmaya Kosa means non-physical body.
Our body is non-physical body.
Manmaya Kosa. Annamaya Kosa means physical body. Manmaya Kosa means non-physical body. That means your mind. Okay? The mind is what? Mind is the impression, accumulation of the impression throughout the life. That is your mind. Understand? Similarly, there is Jnanamaya Kosa, Vijnanamaya Kosa. Okay? Vijnanamaya Kosa means whatever intellect we got within our mind, the self-intellect and divine intellect. Our intellect is one of the beams of the ray of the divine intellect, that the beams of rays are coming from the divine. One of the beam is our intellect. So do not believe that your intellect is your own. Your intellect is a part, is a portion of the actual intellect that is spreading everywhere. Just like sunlight is spreading everywhere, and as per your less boundary and transparency, it get entered within house. Within a glass house, it entered completely, but within a concrete house, it entered only where there is a recess. So more you open yourself, more the energy will get inside within you. So how you can open yourself? You can open the grippings that you made within your mind. You cannot open your body, right? It is not that you open your shirt, open your ganji, open your vest and get the energy come. No, I am telling about open your mind boundaries. The concrete boundary that you made within your mind, that need to be dissolved, that need to be made like a transparent glass, so that all energy can enter within your mind, that flowing outside. Yes, boundary means one of the boundaries throughout the life when you born. If you born in a Hindu house, they make a first boundary that you are a Hindu. So it's the religious boundary. And somebody, if you born, the same person born in a Muslim house or Christian house, so they will get identified with Muslim rituals, Christian rituals. So first boundary that we get in our life, in our mind, is religious boundary. Okay? Then your so many domestic and non-domestic boundary because of demography. Demographical boundary. I'm Indian, you are Australian, he is American. So this is again a boundary. We belong to the same planet, do not forget. So making a boundary, concrete boundary within your mind and believing that I am only Indian, I could be nothing. It is just like a boundary. You are not allowing the energy to flow within you. So it is another boundary. Okay? You have to understand you are Atma and you are the part of Paramatma, nothing else. You are a divine part of the divine soul, universal soul, universal self. You are one of the point in the universal self. Okay, so you cannot identify, do not define yourself, do not define yourself, but dissolve yourself within the divinity. Express the divinity that is hidden within you. This get inherited within you. The divinity get inherited within you with your birth, with your birth. When you born, the day you born, the divinity get inherited within you. The part of divinity get inherited within you, along with the genetic character that inherited from your parents. So we are actually made up of divine cell and genetic cell. That coming, divine cell and genetic cell. That getting incorporated together within each and every cell of our body. So each and every cell is holding two specialized character: genetic character, divine character. Now genetic get expressed in the form of our body, physical body. We have two upper limb, two lower limb, mouth, nose, eye. Because of our genetic genogram get expressed in the phenogram. Genotype get expressed in the phenotype, right? Similarly, a cat's genotype get expressed in the cat's phenotype. A horse genotype get expressed in the horse phenotype. But all of the cell contain divinity cell also, divine cell also, divine character also. So it is our duty to express that divine character that exists within ourselves. And if we learn how to express that divine character all time with our each breathing, then our life will become a successful life. Okay, so purpose of life is to express the divinity as much as you can. That is hidden within you, within your each and every cell. Understand? So it is very important to understand that divine cell is within us. And as a whole, we are a part of the divine, universal divine cell. Understand? Both are true. And our purpose of life is to express that divinity that is hidden within us, to make it dominant character, not to die as a recessive character of divinity. When you die, that means the divine character remains dormant throughout the life. But when you liberate, that means the divine character has expressed. So you cannot die. So that is the difference between liberation and death. You die only when you stick to your genetics. Otherwise, there is no chance of getting death, only liberation. Because when you think that you are liberating